That's Abyss right there, and that is ultimate Noob Saibot. Got the damage, got the safety. Trying to start off with a back two. One of the check neutral here early on. Hijinx, the upgraded Jacqui. Explosive from start to end throughout the pro competition, and this has been Hijinx, you know, step up in the competitive scene entirely. Arma, Hijinx is getting his name out there through grinding these online tournaments and getting the W's, and how many legends of our community have had that exact beginning.
That's right, man, that's right. Luckily we are graced with a game that has an incredible netcode, so you know, these players can also back it up offline when we get there. But right now we're going to be seeing this display of Jacqui onslaught, man. Left in a standing position, gets out of there for safety. Even the fatal blow gets flawless block. Hijinx not leaving anything to chance. Trying to minimize as much as possible right now. Remember, Jacqui's got a little bit less health, blocking that fatal blow again. Fatal blow is completely auto-tracking there, so really nothing that this is really kind of risking here. Look at that anti-air, perfectly hit out of the sky here.
This is full screen footsies right now, a battle of and I was about to say, Arma, the audacity of Hijinx to try to flawless block it the first time around, and he was successful. I think that he just tried to get it, got burned. I was like, I would not be trying to flawless block this. If I'm off by a frame, I'm getting sent in another realm, and that's exactly what just happened to Hijinx right there. He just tempted the devil, and he came a knocking with a lot of damage in round one.
Hey man, at least he doesn't have to
break away and not damage. Oh my goodness.
So much damage. I mean, yeah, even if you break away, even if you had it, it's still the damage is tacking on. And right now, Abyss is going for a huge ride here on the Jacqui train. Onslaught after onslaught, mids after mids, and that was a complete flawless. What an answer. What a turn of tides here coming out of Hijinx, just showing you how easily that momentum can shift, and still shifted onto his side. Going to be doing lots and lots of damage, trying to hit the overhead in the corner. Abyss needs to recollect himself, and there it is, the anti-air to kind of stop that momentum, stop the offense. So whip finish coming out of Abyss. So good here. Look at that damage, 43%.
And he has been right on, you know, that spacing right there with that about 3/4 screen, he has been right on the leap every single time since that first round where he woke up. Now he's walking to every single shadow though. Let me go ahead and say that I am complete offensive onslaught of this character, and to use the tools that Noob Saibot has in particular, right? The up shadow has been so clutch. The reactions have been so clutch. So just his decision making in these final moments. He's woken up jump there every single time though. I need to call that out. Hijinx has started all three of these games, Arma. He started all three games hitting Abyss, getting him to the corner, and trying a short hop, and then Abyss has jumped out 3 times in a row. All 3 games, and it might be what cost him here. That one thing alone has been crucial.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it does have a lot of recovery. It is definitely not. It's definitely a great thing to do once, obviously, your opponent is blocking low. But unfortunate for Abyss, even though he got to roll out of the corner, doesn't have to suffer from the fear of being stuck in the corner. Did have to lose that. Goes for the teleport, amplifying it, of course, and dropping the combo. So what he actually wants to do there is he wants that first stand 1-1 to actually whiff. In order to, you know, connect maximum damage, and that's just like a double. Oh, look at the spacing there.
That was
disgusting.
The snipe from downtown. That low gets you every time. I don't care who you are.
It's tough.
If you think that you are in a range where you can sit there and try to dance around him in space, and then he snipes you with the low, no better feeling as a Noob Saibot player right there. I was expecting it, and on reaction, dude, the ooze breaks the armor, and that might be the first time I've ever seen his back 2 work competitively. That is how rare.
Going through
that truly is. I don't think I've ever seen it work, let alone go into a combo.
I feel like a lot of people just feel like a down 2 is better. It's a very specific scenario where back 2 is actually gonna do anything. You know, obviously you can't go into like anything, but you know, it does break armor. We'll see. Is this going to be a clean 3-0 here for Abyss? Abyss so dominant in this against, you know, a really high-seeded player here. Abyss taking that first game. He's going to give him a mercy.
He does. Yes!
Oh, yes! I love it! Yes! So,
it was
real.
The counter disrespect. going to have to determine, or it's going to come down to what FullAuto does in the next match as well. Oh,
so right now, if you're Bernadoni, you're cheering for HoneyBee. If you're Bernadoni right now, I know you're watching there with like just super intensity, like in your eyes. I know you're watching, like, come on, HoneyBee, destroy this guy. He probably PayPal'd HoneyBee like an extra $50 if he wins here. But Ludi not taking that standing down. We got Kabal, but lots of damage output thanks to that hook grab there. A slight gas for that extra mobility here. Man, this hurts. Man, this hurts. HoneyBee's going for a ride. Ending the combo early, I really, really like that. You know, especially there at the end. You know, you're not going to get too much damage at all. And, you know, why not? Keep your opponent on your toes. Keep the momentum going. Jumping over the other side. Ludi is looking fantastic here. HoneyBee's got to wake up a little bit here. I know we said HoneyBee is already guaranteed to qualify into the top 16, but again, you don't want to, you know, you want to get as many points as you can, get that higher seeding, get that easier path.
Setups. Here we go. HoneyBee is going. He started this match. It was with a raw teleport, and then he found himself getting hit by Kabal with no breakaway, and then jump one by Ludi. Not even trying to put out the activator for the jump kick or jump two. Putting out even faster normals in the sky, and it seems to be working out so far. The execution's been crisp. Oh my goodness, we even saw some short hop shenanigans. And he's doing instant air with the short hop cancel into the buzzsaw, which is controlling Devora at the range that she wants to be, which is right here. If he instant air buzzsaws, it's going to shut down the approach. He's done a great job of it so far. Massive cash out here. It's time to be coming off the bar. Not early. Still 250. Pressure's on right now.
Ludi trying to back off here, trying to get out of range of those bugs, and HoneyBee kind of pushing him out of that third one. Not sure if that's definitely on purpose or maybe. Oh, he just let it rip! He just let it rip! If you are not paying attention for a split second, don't take your eyes off the road, man. You are going to total. Like, that is so bad. Just don't do it. It is so quick, so fast, just like a flash, man.
Fight.
Well, I mean, this is the Flash Godlord that we're talking about right here.
That's true.
He's giving something fast. He's gonna do something.
Gonna know how to use it. He's gonna know how to use it. Oh,
he is
flawless.
He is one with the Speed Force, and the Speed Force is with him.
That's right. That's right. Shout outs to Injustice. We all miss you. Dropping the bugs, the open bugs. That was actually weird. So it knocked him down. Yeah.
I'm gonna say it.
I wonder if you. Did it combo? Did it just hit again? Like, so weird. Back throw here, Kabal.
And he was standing, so I think it was a restand combo. Oh, the neutral jump one. The robbery, HoneyBee. Gonna go for the armor break. No, bug setup. And when is it your turn gonna be? She's armor. He has shimmied him so many times with the forward too as well. And now he's going to impregnate you and grow the hive. HoneyBee's favorite thing to do.
I don't know. Buff Devora, guys, please. Please.
That's right. Make the hive great.
She's so threatening at that jump range. Like, it's so tough to really do anything other than flawless block her, which we have been seeing Ludi doing. Which obviously after you get flawless block, you can't cancel your jumping into the rest of your string. But you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's it. That's all you got to do. Like, she can still swing afterwards. She just got to wait a little bit. 4-2-2. Ludi challenging back there right away with the breakaway coming. HoneyBee poking back for his turn and going right into the stings.
Nice there by HoneyBee. Neutral's been reset. Bugs are active. The entire swarm is summoned. Oh my goodness. But Ludi makes it through no problem. And with no breakaway, get ready for about 340 damage in the ride of your life. No, he's been dropping things early. The entire game. I think that he's always trying to keep the pressure up.
Yeah. So it looks like he's doing it on purpose after HoneyBee doesn't have meter to wake up. So just kind of guarantee the jump in. If HoneyBee doesn't wake up, he's able to swing afterwards. Oh, man. Forward 2-2 again. Doesn't cancel on anything. Just kind of keeping the stagger pressure going. Nice little back throw from HoneyBee. HoneyBee with a slight life lead. And there's only 15 seconds left on the clock there. Only 15 seconds left on the clock. That's the forward throw here. What can you do?
No, the bugs are coming.
Bugs everywhere.
He tried to fatal blow through them. I mean, I like the idea though, because if there's definitely the frames in between them to get the armor active, right? There's definitely got to be 8 to 10 frames in there.
Yeah, I mean, he might have been able to activate the armor, but I don't think he had enough health to take a hit. So it looks like he just died right away. Either way, though, nice side switch from HoneyBee, dropping the bugs, anticipating the breakaway. So, you know, I like that Ludi's mixing it up a little bit. Not trying to get super obvious with the breakaway timings. HoneyBee just kind of poking here and there, not really going and committing to a full string. And Ludi with that double little jump right into the throw. He kind of has HoneyBee's number right here, at least in terms of the pacing. But HoneyBee's sniping him out of the sky. This hurts.
Massive
oh God, it hurts.
damage here. This is still going. Even if he breaks away, he's already 400 and gonna go for the setup instead. Bugs are still coming. It's a no-fly zone baby here in the chitin. But this is the breakaway. HoneyBee, no resource whatsoever, and the YOLO fatal blow. I don't even think that was calculated. I think that he was just assuming that HoneyBee was gonna be aggressive without the defensive bar to back him up. Always wanted to be his turn so we could build it back. Beautiful call out, and he avoids. HoneyBee trying to return the favor here. And wow,
oh, the throw took so much!
Well, that's where forward 2 would have sniped him again. That's the epitome of how HoneyBee plays this game. And every single brutality is just, oh.
This one relishes your.
What is that? It's a fountain of bug juice. A red-hot HoneyBee who's sitting 3rd in points, trying to get even better seeding. Looking at the seeding, HoneyBee probably wants more than anything right now, Arma. That's 2nd seed. So that he guarantees himself to be on the other side from his brother. That's it.
The Brothers of Destruction. That's right. They're very dominant forces here in the NRS community. Whoa, teleport out of nowhere here. Leading into a big combo. No, drops the follow-up here. Gets the sleep though. And here comes Ludi with the rollover wake up 1-1 coming at you. Extending that combo here. Lots of routes here available for Kabal. And of course, that armor breaker is a great way to end anything just in case they do decide to break away. But HoneyBee holding on here for dear life. Barely done enough, it just hits down 2.
I'm scared. I'm scared. Fatal Blow's in play, and it was the flawless block. What an absolute.
What a god.
Yeah, that was
a god.
He gave him a turn.
Oh my god.
He took it, and congratulations, you activated my trap card. Get bottom hold.
100% looking for that. Super offensive setup there with the flawless block. And that's really what I love about flawless block. It's like, I feel like at first when everyone described it or when it was described to us, it was like, oh cool, it's a really defensive mechanic. But, you know, you see more guys set it up like offensive mechanic where, you know, you're anticipating certain timings after your negative strings are done. And you say, please poke back because my turn is not over.
Ooh, side switch here too, guaranteed. Almost 400. And it's just shocking how he was able to survive the onslaught without defensive bar back to back. And that's exactly why I said it was so rare, but he drops it. That would have put HoneyBee on 1 hit left. Ludi needs to stop letting opportunities like that go if he wants to stay alive here in the pro competition. Not just this week, the entire pro competition. So that's do or die. HoneyBee's starting to make a comeback happen here. He wants this over with right now. Don't even give him the chance to try to make a comeback.
Trying to hook back, but just steps out of the way here. Beautiful anti-air here from Ludi, but HoneyBee reacting with that breakaway and reacting with that anti-air of his own. I think he is dead. This is going to do a lot of damage, not even going into an up position here. He can break away to barely survive, but is it going to be worth it? No, not even. Down 2, and HoneyBee covering all his bases there. So unfortunate for Ludi, but unfortunately, this is going to be the end of his pro competition run. Just disappearing before his eyes as he turns into this disgusting bug creature.
Fatality.
I want to know.
Get into that final spot. Here we go, full auto. What's it gonna be, man? This is do or die. You've got one of the toughest competitors right in front of you. You've got rocking Geras here. Oh, flawless.
Jumping a
blocking
max
up
distance. Oh! The fact that he was able to flawless block the jump 2 of hers, that was a rare jumping from Sindel. Not jump kick, but jump 2. Even crazier where those frames had to interact with Geras right there. And Arma, I got my eyes on Gur right now. He's playing so differently in the past couple of weeks. He's playing more aggressive, more command grab heavy. I'm seeing him use Sand Pillar. And now he's actually using stuff. He's actually using Quicksand. And yes!
Oh, you love it. You love to see it.
A little bit
punish.
different Gur has made a huge difference to his game plan because now people are fearing him a lot more up close now that he's more command grab heavy. It's opened up a lot for him. Oh, and a page out of Tweety's book right there. If you guys haven't seen Geras before, that knee, that forward three, essential to the game plan. Big, active, and safe. And converts as an anti-air.
Yeah, and I love how, you know, we're going to be seeing it kind of occupying that space before the opponent comes in there. You're going to want to cancel it, you know, in case. Yeah, exactly. Speaking of, here comes those attacks here from Sindel. The lows back-to-back, hitting Gur. And Gur, not in a good spot. Love the smart stuff here from FullAuto, knowing he can get a guaranteed punish at that range thanks to that little air flip. Just like that.
What a round from FullAuto there.
Final round.
These two, Darth Arma, have been competing against each other in online tournaments for a long time. Oh my goodness, that's a combo. Even go back to
33, that crushing blow hurts my knee. Oh.
These two played almost every single week, even a year ago in an online series, every single week. There's a lot of matchup knowledge between these two, and it went back and forth even back then.
Blocking here, Sindel's poke, just to kind of, you know, put a halt on this offense coming out of FullAuto. But right now, Gur able to get the breathing room to kind of set up, and FullAuto just dashing out of there. Those are two characters kind of using their abilities to kind of get around, you know, the game plan, plan A, plan B. And here come the command grabs, mid-command grabs, when we're not close to the corner, only doing 12%. Still a really good move, anti-air pillow, anti-air pillar. Setting up here.
Whoa!
I'm actually surprised that it hit. I'm super surprised it didn't hit.
That thing goes to the skies, but FullAuto, never say never. Does he still have the Scream KB armor?
I believe he does. I don't think he used it just yet. And we've all seen the highway robbery that crushing.
Just cue the music. Yep.
Yeah. Oh!
Tried to bait it too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, big kick coming out of Geras. That extended little leg, he just like stretches it straight out there. These early weeks, like I want to say, he might have signed up for the first one and then like didn't sign up for 3 in a row, which again, not really like him, but you know, I'm glad to see him here fighting in his, you know, top fit form. Back throw from FullAuto, trying to get those points, trying to qualify here, getting the trade and hitting that scream crushing blow. What's wrong with that crushing blow? You don't have to time anything at all. Here comes big damage, 36%, and Gur back up against the wall, able to splash his way out of there. Canceling a little early there in that string. Popping him up. Oh, and I love the commitment there from FullAuto, you know, recognizing Gur could break away and just says, I'm going to take the guaranteed damage because of this huge life lead that I have. No need to take any kind of guess. Yeah.
I was going to say, did you see him go use interactable in the corner, hit him mid-screen, combo into command grab, and then we're in the other corner? In what, 2 seconds? We saw coast to coast from Geras. That was incredible.
Fast.
Jump one.
Guys, he's got some rage. Oh, it hurts.
Oh, it hurts so much. It's hammer time, 277. And that's what I was talking about, where he does that early jump kick. You don't expect to get hit by it because it's active so fast. Break away, and then he goes straight to sand trap. Textbook stuff from Gur here. Pressure's on, and look at that, more command grabs. That's what I like to see out of him. It's the aggression, and he was sitting in front of him, ready to be punished. But Gur lets him get away with one, and of course it's max distance. That's why Gur didn't hold it as well. Talking to Gur about Geras, I always notice that he doesn't fully let it rip the full length on his command grab, but he's trying to always set up that crushing blow, and he's the only Geras that I think actually tries to go for that methodically.
Yeah, it's tough because that spot, the sweet spot, if you will, for the max distance run is pretty small. It's not an easy thing, but the good thing is that, you know, you can, you know, have points of references. Like, you know, you got to be right at the dead monk here in order to get that full corner carry.
And he knows that. You know, every stage, everything to look out for, and that's why Gur is a top player.
Oh, he blocked the low. He blocked the low, hit up two. Oh man, Geras' up two is so good. So broken. So good. Keeping him in the corner, going for the interactable, and that's definitely why he didn't finish that combo. Whoa. Maybe another one, trying to jump out of there, FullAuto.
Oh my goodness!
This
the amount of position
totally not fair.
It's insane, and the breakaway comes. This is going to add a little bit more damage. It's going to rescale.
Yeah.
But this will probably give Gur a fatal blow.
Yeah, Chicken
See
fatal
how much-
blow right after the high heels to the eyes.
Never mind.
We were wrong. There it is. Oh, he's dead. He didn't go to fatal blow!
Like, oh no! This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. That's a lot of damage. One knockdown. Tried to scream him.
I just did it!
I cannot believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. No way. There's no way. There's no. Blow. Then he looks at something else. He's looking at FullAuto's meter. He's looking at his meter. He's looking at FullAuto's health. And in that time where he blocked something was where you definitely didn't look back at your health to realize that. And FullAuto, who is on life alert for the pro competition, with a victory here. If FullAuto wins this match, he's in the finale.
Gonna be in the finale, gonna be ready to, you know, and again, the finale is all, you know, about how good you play that day. It doesn't matter if you come in here 16 seed, 15 seed, 14 seed. If you can beat everyone that day, you're gonna be coming out of there with a lot of cash in your fist. Going for the tick throw, scary stuff. That hit, that would have been a bad situation there for Gerb. I mean, I feel like during this whole set, I have not seen Command Grab jumped and punished one
I was about to say that. Every command grab has worked for him.
Every single command grab, and that just kind of shows you like the mindset that Gerb's in right now.
He is sick and tired of people just blocking, taking their turn. That's what mid-command grab takes away from, and I'm beating with it. Do it again, do it again, do it again. It would've worked!
It would've worked, it would've worked. That's the important part, that it would've worked. Do it a third time, it always works the third time.
Silvereye, no. FullAuto just needs to win this match, and then he is going to qualify. He will have 25 more points than Burning Oni. If he loses this match, Burning Oni will be the 16th seed of the North American East finale. These quick mixes are adding up so much to the health bar of Geras right now. A couple of mixes here, a throw there, and already in fatal blow territory. Flawless block the scream just to show off a little bit there was Geras. The punish of the float. What a natural reaction there. He's gonna teleport in. Nope, tries to explode, but her float has gotten away from every single sand ability that Geras has thrown here. That's a big risk.
It's gonna be a big punish, huge risk, big punish coming out of Geras, going right in the fatal blow there at the end. I guess he was possibly sniffing out the breakaway in order to rescale and do a lot of damage. But I guess he just figured guaranteed either way. Yeah. Oh, actually, he didn't have the breakaway. I'm sorry. Misspoke there, looking at the wrong bars here. But, you know, he wanted to guarantee as much of a cash payout as possible to try to lower this deficit here. Oh, throwing up the sand clone.
Get the bar.
Got to it,
I have to say it, I love how aggressive FullAuto is being with those hair flips. It's unconventional to see Sindel just throw this bad boy out in tournament. But the way that he's used it to try to catch
101, stay away from seed number 1 as long as possible here. Oh, double overhead after the jump, and Ger getting caught there, even though that has a huge tell, a huge specific animation. Definitely slow enough to react to. Ger not ready to stand block here. Connecting that jump in right off of that interactable. We'll get popped there from the clone, but you know, FullAuto style's a pretty nice lead. Backing off on top of the clone, and here comes the knee, so active, even when Sindel is all the way up in the air.
There's a famous saying here, would you look at that knee? And that's the knee that we're usually talking about right there. That's the one. What a knee it is. Full screen. Right of teleport.
What a knee. The audacity of this knee. What this knee is willing to do. Whoa. A lot of cartwheel flipping here from Sindel, trying to guarantee that chip damage and get out of dodge, but Ger getting that nice conversion right after that little sand clone pop. And not enough to make this comeback in FullAuto on match point here. 1 round away from taking this 3-1 over Ger. And Ger, not looking to take this lightly. Wants to try to snipe him out of the sky. Looking for that jump 1, the instant jump 1. Try to get some kind of conversion here.
And if you've noticed, Ger's kind of gone back to his kind of previous play style where he slowed things down. He's not getting as aggressive with the teleports in or the closing of the gaps. He's playing the zone game, slowing the entire match down from start to, but he's going to close the gap here. This is big. Why? Because we're close to the corner. He can get on the other side. That's what he needed, but another huge risk by FullAuto. That was a risk on top of risk on top of risk. But was it, at the end of the day, thinking about it, Gur was looking for the jump into flawless block, and he changed up the timing by jumping at him into the hair flip. He might be a genius.
Oh, he might be. Time will tell. Time will tell. Here comes the sand, the low sand here, trapping and putting Gur right next to Sindel right after the end of that animation. Clones for days.
Whoa! And some good old-fashioned Geras throw loops. The most nutritional breakfast.
Love them.
Out of the NRS cereals. Geras loops. Get yours today for $2.99.
The loops, the loops, the loops. You love being next to a character with some of the best jump-ins in the game right after they throw you forward or back, because why not? And what? He converted that?
That was a jump conversion! Did he backdash? Did he backdash then down one? Because I think I saw that.
That was weird. That was so weird. Here comes the overhead, the boot drop, the heel drop from FullAuto. And here comes the cartwheel stagger. Opening up Gur for that throw. He is anticipating the rest of that string to come out, but it never got there. Gur got popped up. Is this going to be it? No! Drops the follow-up. FullAuto, don't play with your food. FullAuto, don't play with your food.
He's so close. This will guarantee the finals, and FullAuto has done it. OD. FullAuto. Ooze, 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 ooze.
Fight.
7 matches in a row. 8 matches in a row in losers with the entire series on the line. Oh my goodness!
Good, man.
He's making it happen right now.
Definitely able to clutch it out. And from the final standings, from what I'm looking at, it does look like FullAuto has qualified there for that final 16th spot. So again, not really playing with too much pressure, and that's mainly because of the fact that Ludi didn't win his match against HoneyBee. That was where it was going to be a little tricky between, you know, how much farther he had to place another player, but he's still holding on to the momentum. He wants to take it to the sky. Let's see if he can hop up any more spots there in terms of the seeding, in terms of the bracketology for that final regional finals. Whoa! Hijinx! Air to air, and I think FullAuto just said, even if I jump, there's no way she's going to be able to convert it into fatal blow. Well, you are absolutely wrong. He took a huge risk there, and I just think FullAuto was getting a little too aggressive there at the end. Just felt a little too comfortable. Both players spent their fatal blow, but Hijinx is the one that comes out on top. Huge cash out.
Yeah, both of them coming off a lot of resources. Just in round number 1, no fatal blows available, but Sindel pretty much goes into every match with 2 fatal blows locked and loaded, right? Scream, crushing blow, and fatal blow itself. Even the up 3 doing some dirty work right there. Every time she screams, you are at risk of losing. And awful!
Speaking of, oh, winner there. Trying to get a little tricky. I guess FullAuto totally okay with this huge life lead. Just needs to back off. Decides to wake up button. Starts to swing there on Jacqui. Look at Hijinx. The way that he kind of understands the situation, where the air-to-air happened, and how far he has to catch both is incredible. And not going to have a second last breath opportunity there. And that's why FullAuto just did it.
If you remember from round number 1, that jump 1 into the ooze conversion that he hit to secure round number 1, drops it there, and costs him. That's how close this match has been. Everything's been needed. The late stand 1 with no conversion.
Nice canceling into that low. Just kind of close Hijinx.
Tried to make a big boy read right there. Yeah, he just reacted to any kind of movement full screen with down 2, assuming that the leap was going to come in. He has a knockdown here. He's been perfectly content with setting back and throwing out these massive normals or specials, hoping that he does exactly that. And now FullAuto, with a health lead, just like in round number 1, Arma, has no fear of being aggressive, fully aggressive, pressing every single button, just trying to catch Hijinx being active. And there is the activity from him, called out by the instant jump 1, and FullAuto in full control.
Buffer, guys, come on. Buffer. Oh, here comes a leap. Oh, rolling away, trying to get out of dodge. And clip it again. FullAuto's been doing so much good, like little damage, and look at that, just like that, like flipping a switch completely shifts the momentum, completely shifts the game plan, and goes for that easy little throw. Woo!
My goodness, full
anti-air.
Yeah, FullAuto's down 2 finally pays off here, and what a down 2 it is. It's an Eiffel Tower of a normal on the screen, and FullAuto, guys, is on some kind of tear in this tournament. Alcatraz is talking about it in chat. Demon mode activated for this man, and that is what it has been so far in this tournament.
You gotta activate demon mode to get past Gur.
He woke up rollback too, and it worked. That's the kind of aggression. Even the hair flip catches the counter poke. Nice block there by Hijinx. Some of the mix-up's gonna come right there. Low screen was a threat. Block the overhead, which is clutch. That this could be something clutch that Hijinx needs. One right block and a punish can change anyone's momentum in Mortal Kombat, in fighting games. And instead he walks up into an active back 2 as Sindel goes away from danger and throws out a launcher.
Back for the turn, both players just backing off, but you gotta wonder, Hijinx, you're at a life deficit here. You're the one who needs to go to FullAuto. Oh, that could have been scared if that was a counter hit or something there. Here comes the cartwheel. A very, very good string there to kind of just do that little chip in. It's going to be the Mighty Unjust, so not sure if you want that. If you want that, that tough opponent.
Oh, that scream. That comboed. But the full reach of that amplified scream has almost disgusted me this match, that he's been able to catch Hijinx at the tip of it, pressing buttons, trying to move. He has walked himself into the range of that so many times, and this is starting to turn into a nightmare scenario for Hijinx. FullAuto is in full control. Match point before we can even get a sentence out. It's been those type of reads. It's been putting himself in the perfect space for the normal she has, for the forward 4, for the scream itself, on top of some very aggressive reads with the hair flip. Even interactable there to get off the pressure, and an immediate disrespect by Hijinx. Oh, the down 2 at advantage. Things I hate to see for 1,000 Alex.
No, I love to see it. I love to see it. Forward throw here, keeping him in the corner. Whoa, and the challenge immediately from Hijinx. No delay, just hold these mids. And Jacqui's got some of the best mids in the business here. FullAuto going down as Hijinx is trying to get that first game here in this set. But FullAuto, as we've seen, in full demon mode, he neutral jumps that throw attempt here. Didn't cash in big, but did get Jacqui off. Does have a slight life lead here. Getting a little tricky, purposely whiffing there, that forward roll. Here comes Hijinx, hitting like a truck, man. Jacqui's damage output is insane. But FullAuto getting the conversion from the air kick, air-to-air exchange.
Wake up, jump kick, OS. That's what I'm talking about, baby. The conversion, even though it was an anti-air 1-1, and these forward 4s, they're coming knocking, baby, and they're knocking on FullAuto's run to continue here. That was absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, boots. These boots are made for rolling. This forward cartwheel roll. Just did it over and over and over again. It's such a experience as possible. He is definitely one of the newer players of the scene. Was around for Injustice 2, but didn't really make big splashes until Mortal Kombat 11. And consistency is insane coming out of the MightyUnjust Vs. Sticking it out here with Noob Saibot. We saw a little bit of this before against Hijinx. Big jump in here from the MightyUnjust. That's definitely what you want to do against these slides, but that's always going to be a risk because if slide doesn't come out, your forward jump is going to leave you susceptible to big damage. And speaking of, it was huge.
Oh, that just fell apart for the MightyUnjust. That one whiff, getting back one into a crushing blow, and then wasn't watching his toes, got hit by the low shadow, the accidental breakaway. And that was just not the start that you want for the MightyUnjust again. Alright, maybe coming out of the gate a little cooler than Abyss here. And he goes with an eclectic character like Cassie Cage. That's what I mean by I never know who Unjust is going to play. Even if it's a run back that we've seen prior, I don't know if he's going to come with the same exact character. Looks like he's trying to have an option for the low slide. That gunshot full screen definitely going to be able to harass Noob Saibot. But Cassie's known as an up-close, in-your-face brawler with great buttons. I wonder if he's going to try to play a little more aggressive here versus he plays Noob Saibot, who is controlling every aspect of this matchup so far. He hasn't got one thing going. Ghost Ball, the quickest projectiles in the game, gets every great trade as well. And he just can't afford one more. He needs to be careful here, not to move forward into the slide range. Nice backdash to get outside of it, doesn't want to get chipped out. Gets the 2 hits on it. Will do the job. Tries to flip kick in, and he tried to risk it all. He tried to make Jedi mind read. And Abyss was going to press a button right there.
See what he can do.
Fight.
I believe he's sticking it out with this variation too, that again, he just was unable to get anything going. But that's also, his competitive mindset. He wants to see if it works. And oh my goodness, low-key may have been the optimal combo there in that situation.
Could have been.
But it also could have been like an amplified kneecap match. I don't know if he has. We've all been there trying to amplify something and getting that interactable baby. But
Love it.
Love to see that sledgehammer come to play. Nice save. Oh,
Love to see that punish.
The punish. Oh, sensational from Abyss. Very character specific and an unbreakawayable grounded confirmation into fatal blow. Wow, did that turn around quick.
Turned around so quick. Cassie had a huge life lead, and MightyUnjust decided to take 2 huge risks. But Abyss, again, Noob Saibot isn't like a super mix-up character, but he does hurt, especially with this loadout that Abyss has. A lot of damage output coming out of this character. So when you do unsafe things and someone on point is using Noob Saibot, that is going to be a lot of damage that you are not going to like. Abyss trying to keep him away, but there goes the reversal punish from Cassie Cage.
Say that all stemmed from her trying to be safe as well, but it was Abyss's skill that took away the safety of that amplified kick, and we saw another break, the inside breakaway with the back to Abyss. I haven't seen Abyss play this well in a really long time. This is sensational to watch. What's it going to be? You're holding the 2-1-2 pressure, you're holding the back one, you're holding the forward 2. Just like that, you get thrown in a beautifully calculated chip by Abyss. So he's going with what looks like damage and a restand with the ground shatter. I half expected him to take a backhammer toss because it's actually really clutch against Noob Saibot. It's a projectile toss and be safe. It actually covers teleport punishment. So if Noob Saibot jumps and teleports, it'll come back around and actually punish him for it. But not going to be the case. He's looking for the big damage. He didn't believe in that hitting, or he thought a breakaway was going to come. Probably way early on him. And how low damage. Ugh, meterless.
Love it. Love to see it in Abyss with those wake-up buttons here. MightyUnjust on the wrong end of those wake-up buttons. Got to second guess what you're going to do here. Tries to go for the shimmy, and I love the fact that he could stagger that and just go for another throw afterwards. The anti-air coming out of Abyss, cashing out big time here. MightyUnjust in a bad position. Huge life deficit, and Abyss just closes it out.
Wow.
Match point. Despite this obscure, out of nowhere Shao Kahn pick, Abyss still in control here. Scooping him up, getting that counter hit.
Yeah, that was an awkward hit right there. I think even Abyss was like, oh my goodness, he got hit by that. Oh, MightyUnjust left 400 damage on the table right there. No hit confirmation. Dare I say this, Darth Arma, is this what we would call a crusty side character?
A little bit. Maybe he didn't go to training room long enough with this character. Maybe he's like, oh, maybe he hasn't played Shao Kahn since he's got the bucks. So maybe this is a learning experience for the MightyUnjust. Learning that this character is still very bad. Whoa, wake up button. A lot of damage output coming out of here.
Oh,
the fatal blow, and that's just a huge drop. Oh, no.
Okay, so Shao Kahn, he's dead right here. That's GG's of this grand final.
Super dead.
Congratulations. But MightyUnjust, yeah, I can tell you that there was some rust there and some still learning phases.
Round 1. Fight.
Now, like I said before, if FullAuto does make the full victory win today, he's going to be coming out pretty high in terms of seeding. Probably right up there, right around 13th. So that's pretty much the limit here for FullAuto. HoneyBee has him trapped in a nice little capture of webs here.
Ooh. And I wonder how FullAuto is going to be able to deal with if HoneyBee can be the one to get going here with a health bait, get the bombs down. Because is there going to be any, is there a character that can control Sindel? Oh my goodness. HoneyBee just knew that FullAuto was feeling it, right? That was a really good wake-up fatal blow. Well, we know how aggressive FullAuto is going to play. He's been doing it all tournament long. It's what's kept him alive. Can HoneyBee and Devora be the one to control this character by putting active frames everywhere on the screen. And here we go. Wait a second. That alone stops FullAuto from doing a couple of things. Still at screen distance though, which is really scary. It's just like that stream could cross the Antarctic in one trip.
We saw it.
Oh my goodness.
Why is that fair? Why is that fair? Hold on. Hitting that forward two afterwards, connecting as HoneyBee just trying to back out of there, trying to get a little bit of breathing room. Does find the opening thanks to that super unsafe overhead. HoneyBee correctly blocking their standing. FullAuto opting to go for that breakaway, trying to get out of there, trying to avoid as much damage as possible, but unfortunately finds himself in a huge web of combos here. A little bit of a drop here from HoneyBee as FullAuto able to kind of squirm out of there. Flawless blocking that last part. HoneyBee too scared to press a button afterward, susceptible to the throw. FullAuto almost tying this up, but can just kind of stay back. That scream doing wonders, but that's going to be a huge whip and a huge punish coming out of HoneyBee.
In the hit advantage, such aggression from FullAuto. Will come back to bite him. Still has Fatal Blow and never say never, Arma. We've seen crazier things already. But it's a chip. It tries to take disrespect. Not like this. If that would have caught the roll, it would have been GG's. Instead, he falls victim to his own pattern play right there by doing amplified scream into the hair flip. Maybe one too many times, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I mean, it's just down one into hair flip is so disrespectful, but once you can paralyze someone into that, then you can get away with crazy things. Down one, over and over again. Oh, man. Just do that. He didn't just do that.
I wouldn't even know what to do. She was so high in the sky, and like, I would have assumed that it was going to whip or something. This is an offensive onslaught from both players. Both of these guys are very aggressive, kind of naturally with their buttons, right? So far, it's FullAuto in the lead of game number one. This is going to set the tone of the entire set, perhaps. HoneyBee not wanting to do a jump one, because if he does a jump normal and he lands into the active scream, it's good night, my friend. So very smart on HoneyBee to kind of slow things down there, and not put out something that's going to get counter hit while making the approach. Bug's going to follow him behind it, and oh!
Arma. Hold on. What?
Arma.
He went into the string, and because the bug was coming at him, he went into Fatal Blow, and I think the armor activated in time to bypass that. That was a huge scream screens, anything, any of that stuff. You love to see it. I'm sorry for all the Sindel up players out there. Neutral jump here from HoneyBee, correcting, going to the right side. It's like, oh no! FullAuto wants to play aggressively just so that he's not on the ground for those bugs, to make the conversion a little bit harder for HoneyBee because it's a little bit more like obscure, like not a very common, hit stun. Even right there, taking to the sky, but HoneyBee's doing a great job of adjusting to that strategy.
What a flawless block by FullAuto there. Amplify for the more important side switch coming off of that bar. And that was such a leap. No, he pumped! And he's gonna die! I think I'm pretty sure they're still gonna be alive, but the fact that he just did that was incredible! Oh.
Less than 10% left. Oh, goes for the cartwheel!
Guys, FullAuto is on another level tonight. He's on another plane of existence in fighting game. I don't know. There's Galaxy Brain, and then there's being in another galaxy. That's what FullAuto is here tonight.
He's absolutely gone. He's going. He's running away with his higher seeding and points. Here comes the full scream. Big crushing blow, close enough to get that dash up. Second scream, but he drops the follow-up. Hold on, FullAuto is just playing crazy right now. Gets the cancel, backs off, but HoneyBee being somewhat patient here, doesn't get the whip punish. He doesn't get the whip punish.
The forward one went underneath her. It went overneath Sindel. Unfortunately, look at what's that, the back that she was doing that got her a little profile there. Uh-oh, the forward fours are knocking, and FullAuto says, you know what? I saw what you did last game. That's not going to work on me.
Crazy. Crazy. He's going for forward cartwheel, air grab. Like, really? That is so unsafe, so crazy. Now this is going to scale a lot. This is at the end of the combo. I don't think it's going to kill, but I've said that before. I've been wrong so many times. Yeah, definitely not dead. Okay, less than 10%. We saw him in a situation like this before, but not able to clutch it out here. HoneyBee getting that second round, and HoneyBee trying to tie this up 1-1, but FullAuto that slight little lead here, definitely feeling good. Doesn't have to worry about that fatal blow for the rest of this round. But I believe HoneyBee still has an anti-air crushing blow loaded. So FullAuto's got to be a little careful of going to the sky. But right now, his Sindel is going nuts here. Breaks the armor. Has him in the corner, pops him up with that load, tries to get sneaky there with the overhead. And that's not going to be a favorable trade at all. Definitely in favor of Devora. Here comes the bugs, too far away though.
Oh, not getting right on the mix-ups either, and this is melting HoneyBee's health bar. This would be the 2-0 deficit that he does not want. He's trying to get some more points and change his seeding. He probably doesn't want to be on. What a Cinderella
game away.
Yeah,
I mean, he was, like, if you think about it, losing that first game in the lower bracket in this top 8, he was close, man. He was close to not even, you know, qualifying at all if he lost that first set to Gur. That's a tough opponent. I mean, it's definitely not going to be the end of that story, but still, Gur is a really, really good competitor here. Dropping the Oki bug, Sindel. I love that he gets the poke and then knows to back out of there, but unfortunately, HoneyBee throwing him back in the corner. Sindel mobility is restricted here. Down one poke, down one hair flip. No, you were just playing out of your mind right now. And HoneyBee is not having any of it, making sure to punish with as much force as possible. HoneyBee looking to take some kind of game here. Maybe FullAuto's not going to give it to him right into the teleport. Going for a full combo ride here in the corner. No, decides to break away, coming off those bars. Poking back. You love the hit advantage and the throw range from Devora. Right when she's in your face, it's one of the scariest things to deal with in this game. Like, you don't know, do I swing? Do I try to avoid a block? Do I try to avoid a throw?
Start praying to the Elder Gods at that point. The neutral jumps once, gets the auto-correct for HoneyBee, and overhead is the stamp on a flawless victory to stop the 3-0 train that we were riding 90 miles an hour on here tonight. Full stop. We got ourselves a match, ladies and gentlemen.
I think that everyone just ran out of gas.
What everyone achieves, sometimes that element of randomness where if you don't know what you're doing, chances are your opponent won't know what you're doing, and that is a legitimate strategy. It's a savage one.
Random as possible.
Yeah, it's a savage one. It can work in FullAuto, drawing first blood here. It's gonna hurt like hell. 364, little corner push, and down from the heavens. I'm trying to deal with the teleport. He's gonna reside switch, push Sindel now through the corner, and hello, hair flip with HoneyBee all over it this time around. That forward one, he waited a little bit. He's waiting a little bit more because he knows that he missed the punish earlier, doing the forward 1-2, forward 1-3 too early. And but what's crazy is these punishes have not stopped either of them from doing anything.
Yeah, no, you have HoneyBee with the crazy teleports. You have Sindel with the crazy air flip. He's dead. Fatal blow. Here we go. No, okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, he didn't have the breakaway, so decided to just go for a fancy little combo. I mean, I'm surprised that he didn't just let it rock, but maybe he just didn't want to leave any kind of chance to it. Maybe he wanted to make sure it did maximum damage, even if it was going to be a little bit easier to just hit fatal blow. Blocks the low full shot there from full screen. And, you know, a strange thing to really equip in this matchup just because of the fact that HoneyBee does have that full screen teleport that will track anywhere on the screen. It's tough to kind of hit one of those more ranged options consistently.
What an interruption of the down one up positive. Something very racy, and woo! Not her out of the range of the teleport. I mean, her out of the range of the bug, but these raw teleports of HoneyBee is savagery needing savagery. What in the jump one? Did you just see her tentacle hit behind Sindel right there? Sniped the back of her dome. Oh, and then she's going to impregnate her with a baby. Oh, for the kite.
Kind of that steal my turn or just get a little too crazy when you think you're in a safe spot.
First at the FullAuto, couple of down 4 swings. This is already kind of a little slower paced here. FullAuto did take a massive risk out of the gate right there. That could be one adjustment that we see. HoneyBee is the one on the offensive time round. You cannot disrespect her after a throw. That 4-2 is going to come in hot through the armor. No, the bug saved him for a How Cannon, and how lore is that? Coming to the rescue. for Mama B here. Tries to hair flip, and FullAuto's done that maybe one too many times here, Armo. Maybe one too many times. The aggression starting to...
Yeah, it's definitely starting to get the worst of them. Yeah. HoneyBee is fully taking advantage of the fact that FullAuto kind of double dipping into these bad situations here. Very unsafe stuff. I mean, it is a little tricky. It's a double overhead, but you know, it's just too inconsistent. That was so lucky for FullAuto that it traded, because if it didn't trade, you would have saw this. This is the last place you want to be with Deborah. She can set up those bugs, which you're going to see right here. Gets the roll out of dodge there, and FullAuto fight to see another day. HoneyBee trying to roll on the other side, but FullAuto throwing him right back in here. Look at the presence of mind here, the presence of the environment, of your spacing. So incredible from these guys. And that max range, the max range of that neutral jump. FullAuto, that's not a favorable trade, at all. Gets the flawless block there at the end.
Luckily, another active screen here, and this being close flips the damage and Ludi restanding. Wants to mix up gonna be, didn't get a dash in, but he's still got a plus frames with the booty. The forward force come knocking, didn't get the entire pickup with the down one. He still closes up the 1-1-2, and we got ourselves a match final game, final round here in the pro competition. Loser semis is fully ignited right now. The anti-crossover stand one, and what are we witnessing right there? We're watching two enigmas in the Matrix, two glitches going at it, because this is MK11 that I've never seen before.
Never seen it like this, man. These guys, usually this is a more passive game, but the offense from these guys are incredible. And they're FullAuto committing to the hair flip there. Trying to get as much damage as possible. And you got to think about it. Every single one of these hair flips super unsafe on the block. That you got to really wonder, what is this worth it to you? That's the trade. Could have been a full combo just like this from HoneyBee. Confirms into a teleport. What's going to happen afterwards? What's going to be the setup? No breakaway available for FullAuto. And just hit the Kombat League Demon status here. He doesn't care.
There would be no other way than this thing to keep going off of the savagery, and it's FullAuto who stops this. 50-50, blocks wrong on the low, tries to spin a teleport, it doesn't punish. That just worked a second ago. That was it. I'm done. I'm walking away.
What a final round.
Headset's coming off. I'm done.
What a final round. I love how HoneyBee tried to give him a taste of his own medicine, and FullAuto said, no, none of that. I'm not having any of that. HoneyBee tried to roll the other side, tried to let Fatal Blow rock. Might be holding back a few tricks, and maybe he's just testing out a few things here with the newly buffed Shao Kahn. Tries to hit that sweep, definitely one of the better pokes of Shao Kahn, as it's only -2. Tries to hit a huge combo here, pops him up, and FullAuto coming off of those resources, coming off that breakaway.
They stole a turn right there
overhead.
by getting... He's actually getting that jump to the whip. Do you see that last second micro duck? Taking away, that's where a bulk of Shao Kahn's offense is going to come from, and then shutting down from the top rope. Drops the combo though, and this is going to give MightyUnjust way more momentum than FullAuto wanted to give. Big damage in the corner, and this is a lover's quarrel that we have ever seen. And look at this damage. He actually might be dead. Stand for skill. Oh, okay.
Tries to hit the
that was still a lot of damage
there. Lot of damage here. Huge amount here in this Losers Finals. These guys are in it to win it. MightyUnjust rocking some new character here. Shao Kahn definitely seen as one of the worst characters in this game, but were those last buffs enough to make him a real contender here?
That is something he's got equipped as well, was that newly buffed low. That does restand, does give him some mix-up off of 1-4, which is his safe kicker from full string, which does jail off of down 4 now. No Shao Kahn's. No, yeah, he's high risk, but he's such high reward.
Yeah, especially now, the damage output has been buffed a little bit here from Shao Kahn. Ooh, gets the air-to-air, but messes up the conversion a little bit. Maybe not anticipating to hit an airborne state opponent. Tries to hit another one, but Sindel just a little too far away. And this is the range where, I was gonna say, where the spears are actually
that's
good for Shao Kahn. Yeah, she's low profiling it there. Oh, that's where it's somehow got under there.
The only spot where it's supposed to be a bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only spot where it's supposed to be good, but I guess Sindel takes that away with this move of pick. FullAuto definitely holding on to this custom variation loadout as he ties up the rounds 1-1 in this first game. And right now, it's panning out to be quite a slugfest here. Hits the low sweep there at the end. Very tricky stuff. A lot of Sindels don't go for it.
And here comes the savagery of FullAuto. Even got him with the fake out. Tries it again. He came up all of his resources. And oh boy, if this execution is good, look at this damage, ladies and gentlemen. Down to into 410 damage later. And he's still the aggression. FullAuto does not want you to have momentum ever.
Definitely want it. Tries to hit the cartwheel after him. What a conversion there! What a conversion! Hitting that forward four in an airborne state and just getting that more full screen or like far-reaching normals here or far-reaching custom moves. So let's see what you can do in this matchup.
I mean, she's got some far-reaching normals too. Look at that back one coming.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
She could be a bully herself, and has the ricochet shot off of the drone. That looked like it was kind of a safe on block, something I've never even seen before. The Cassie Cage arsenal gets flipped back into the corner, and the stand for picks of death. It's blocked there and punish. Just gonna have a very good reversal with that shoulder.
Unsafe stuff there going under here. Here comes the down two. Nice little cancel from FullAuto, catching Unjust, not paying attention, sleeping at the wheel here. Speaking of wheels, cartwheels for days, back-to-back forward four staggers.
Round two.
Man, oh man, forward
she became
four
a wheel.
Cartwheel. It's such a good poke. It's such a good poke, and you just don't know where it ends.
Finally, guessing around the forward two mix. FullAuto's not been shy to throw that low. Catching people off guard, going underneath the shot. That low screen has been controlling people so well here tonight, Darth Arma. And like even when he had Shao Kahn, I was shocked he didn't bring the, well, maybe it would get low profile, but he actually does have the mid hammer as well, because it might have just been a range thing where she was leaning forward, the spear was going over. Who knows? It's the Cassie that's putting in some work right now, and he started out kind of his competitive run in MK11 with a lot of Cassie back in the Season 1 days.
Yeah. Could be seeing that. Could be seeing a little bit of the character familiarity here. There's nothing. Oh man, that was. Yeah, and that was quite a bait there. MightyUnjust dashing forward on Sindel as she is going for the wake up. The rarely seen up two from Sindel. Not a great move, not a great up two, as everyone does have a universal up two, but definitely one of the weaker ones in terms of hitbox. Go hair flip, gonna throw her a little closer to the corner, trying to hit this low shot there, and here comes the shoulder, doesn't get punished. Might have been at max range, or too max of a range to actually get punished here. Nice little conversion here, going right into the hair choke. Oh, from downtown? From downtown, just did it?
Oh, not again, not again, no! I think just let go of his pad for a good 10 seconds. He is only a real master comeback, and he's just gonna do this? This is how we're gonna start it? This
I don't know about this. I don't know about this.
Comeback character. Cassie
I don't know about this. Oh, he knew his doom. He knew his fate was spelled there when he went for that neutral jump, and Sindel blows and from juggles. We're talking about forward throw crushing blow from anywhere. We're seeing something,
which is a launch.
Yeah.
It's a grounded launcher.
So good.
Also has the cape launching crushing blow. Also has the forward 4-3-4 launching crushing blow. Oh, it's starting off with a natural one here with the down two, and here comes all of the damage that's accessible in the game for 4 seconds, 43%. Woo! But if you're wrong twice against Sindel here, he's also gonna clip you. Got fatal blow. Thought the breakaway was gonna come, but that actually ended up being a good thing.
Yeah, not going for the breakaway there, but that's okay, it didn't hit, so FullAuto still does have access to that fatal blow, just like he's gonna utilize right now. That fatal blow actually came off the cooldown during that string hitting, and FullAuto recognized that. I mean, we talked about this before where, you don't recognize that it's going to happen or you don't realize that you have it, but it came back just in time there. FullAuto taking the ground here, looking for match point. As MightyUnjust getting screamed out of the sky. A nice little anti-air here. FullAuto going for the cancel, going for the low. But here comes the MightyUnjust just with a reversal charge here. Trying to hit that overhead cape. And MightyUnjust, huge clutch situation. Checking that throw, getting out of there. But FullAuto coming with the hair flip. MightyUnjust needs to do something there. There goes the shimmy. FullAuto thought a throw was coming. And here comes the MightyUnjust. And to get there with the sweep, trying to keep it as safe as possible with that straight projectile here.
Wow, yeah, he hasn't taken one risk. That entire round was just solid offense from MightyUnjust. Keeping it safe, not overcommitting, and it was just clipping FullAuto, making those hard reads that we're known for, whether it was wake-up buttons or just buttons in neutral. And now that we are in a final round, GG's.
Oh, that was
a lot of damage.
Corner.
No, he activated.
Oh, I'm sorry, he activated. I didn't see
yeah,
that. Yes,
we're activated, baby.
Glowing green. We're activated. This is gonna hurt. Speaking of crushing blows, that do hurt here. That's in a standing position. MightyUnjust getting open there with the overhead. Oh no.
1, 3, 4 hit confirmed. That's it. Oh, maybe? 4. Yeah. Without the down 2 crushing blow, I don't think that he had the second one. He still has the 1-1 like a second though. Capes available, so many options for MightyUnjust right now. That soul forfeit lasted the entire round, ladies and gentlemen. All those KPs, and he got FullAuto, making the swing. And that was just for show.
Unnecessary fatal blow. Unnecessary fatal blow here to send a message to FullAuto. Send a message.
Said, hold on there. Hold on.
I mean, I feel like
there's sport.
This is available to him.
Keep this going here, but I think that what Unjust game plan is going to revolve around getting to that final game. Whether it's going to be getting the first game on the board or sending us to a final round where he's going to activate that soul forfeit and be an even larger threat to FullAuto where almost nothing matters if you get clipped by spot while soul forfeit is active. But can he get there? Because if FullAuto wins round number 1, Unjust is going to be in a predicament where he's going to try to hold on to soul forfeit and possibly cost him the match. We've seen it so many times with competitive spawns that try soul forfeit where they're a little too, I don't know, passive with that particular move.
Yeah, I can definitely see it. Like, you know, you either use it or you lose it. I mean, you lose the round, you're not going to get the opportunity to do so. Amplifying that charge, going to be just enough damage here. MightyUnjust so smart with the calculations here, taking that first round here. Game number 4 going his way, but FullAuto wants to take this. FullAuto wants that ticket to the grand finals. Flawless block up 2, doesn't matter what character you're playing. Same timing no matter what on defense. Hits the forward throw. What's going to be the pressure afterwards? Sindel jump into the sky, trying to hit that low, and MightyUnjust recognizing it perfectly. Now FullAuto's trying to get a little tricky here. Instead of going for the jump kick into the overhead flip, tries to go for that low shot there at the end, but MightyUnjust 1 step ahead, recognizing the animation. No commitment there from FullAuto with that jump, so the MightyUnjust kind of waiting for that opportunity, waiting for the unsafe stuff to happen. Oh, the trade in his favor.
And he has done this the old-fashioned way. No soul forfeit needed, hasn't found the space for it, but it's been a solid play. Almost got stuck to the 4-2, and one of the slowest advancing normals did not get in a row.
Round 1, fight!
Here we go, guys. Final game, and the biggest read of Unjust to jump in 1 to start the match. Gets FullAuto off of the defensive bar, and now Spawn can go, hey, make it cheese it, hey! Can that absorb the low screen? Does it not absorb the low screen? If that doesn't work, that's just an unfortunate day at the office for Spawn. Wow.
Gets the nice conversion here, pushing him a little closer and closer to the corner here. There's going to be some things to play with, some interactables that can change it up. You know, and MightyUnjust decides to amplify, try to get as much damage as possible, thinking that it was just enough to put FullAuto in a very uncomfortable situation, a chip out situation, and just like that, on the final pick, MightyUnjust on the verge of making this 3-0 comeback against FullAuto. Sindel, did he find the answer to deal with, you know, the maniac style of play, the unsafe style of play? And again, I'm not knocking FullAuto at all. It's definitely just a style.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to win. gets the back. Okay, yeah, regular forward throw here, keeping him closer to the mid screen here, where FullAuto can kind of move around as he wishes. Oh yes, the monk. The monk, the monk, the monk.
I want to see the crossovers when someone throws a corpse like that. I want to hear Drowning Pool come in the background. Just 1-1
We'll get that one day.
FullAuto right there. Yeah. Big wishes, big wishes. I mean, we got Spawn, Rambo, RoboCop in this game. I think we're doing all right. Oh, and here comes the forward two. That's not those are dancing big buttons of Spawn. And here we go. Oh, that was so smooth from the Mighty Unjust. 3-4.
And it's more about, you know, waiting for those punishing opportunities. I don't think Abyss is going to give him too much in that aspect, in that department.
Yeah, definitely not mixed up heavy. Even added into that in his toolkit is very stagger heavy. You know, just staying 3, 1-1, being plus on block, try to catch in the back one. But it's all about just hit confirming, really. Putting out something, praying it hits, and you have all day to confirm, whether it be 3, 4, back 1, 2. What's a good pickup? Woo! The conversions have been sexy in the corner as well, off of those slight air or anti-air conversions, and into that back forward 2 that adds on 20 to 30% on any touch. And a restand? Spawn, baby. And not looking for the mid. He amplified from Unjust.
Round 2.
Setting the tone early by taking round number 1. And Abyss cleanly 3-0'd him in Winners Finals, if you guys remember.
Right.
Just a little bit of a different Unjust, perhaps, having just survived one of the scariest encounters of his life, probably, in FullAuto in the last game in the entire bracket. So he might
not
be
only
playing
that, but
this time around.
He also 3-0'd him. Like, it wasn't just like a grueling down to the wire. Like, he reverse 3-0'd FullAuto. FullAuto had every opportunity to make that comeback here. But that Spawn just too much to deal with here. Mighty Unjust looking great. Look at the spacing from Abyss, punishing that low poke as he just goes right into that perfect range. Now Mighty Unjust needs to kind of think twice about poking there against Noob Saibot. That's what Abyss is looking for. Oh, the anti-air, getting as much damage as possible, nearly 20%. Mighty Unjust not having a lot here, but he does have access to that middle blow, so if he just connects one thing, he can do it. Looking for the breakaway, but Abyss not giving it to him. One more combo, one more. Oh! Anything in Abyss, jumping off the walls.
I don't think anything else would have worked right there. Active 3-4, but the dive kick, the only thing that would have worked is if something wasn't there, right? And that's what the dive kick gave him, was getting off the screen entirely. Decent trade right there. Now just has a soul forfeit. It is panic time. I'm panicking right now.
It is. It's definitely time to panic. 100% time to panic. He's right in his face. Doesn't get the one popped up though. Just gets a lot of good damage though. Hold on a second. He can set up the forward throw.
Oh no.
Here it is.
Here it is. He actually might die.
Here it is.
Oh, no. Oh, KB number 2. Still has the down 2. Still has the forward 3. But I don't know how he's going to combo it. Just the restand. Oh, damage, 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 damage.
Half his health gone, just like that. Half his health gone, just like that. And that all started because of nothing else.
It has the horn when he summons it.
And he can blow it somehow without lips.
No, that's the Tarkatan in the back. You know, that's his. Those are his homies.
No, the Tarkatan have lips. Half of them have lips. You're right. How are they blowing those horns?
No.
All right. Either way, launching. This is a projectile war. Chucking plasma back and forth between these two players. Nobody wants to kind of give up that ground there, but I feel like Mighty Unjust is kind of closing in on that just a little bit. As you guys can see, we are going a little bit closer to the right side of the screen. Abyss trying to connect with that back two, that neutral killer. Oh, the hit confirmed. Obviously, no crushing blow because it didn't go through a projectile. I'm actually surprised that Abyss is so willing to go for those projectiles, knowing that Spawn has that.
Oh, and that was back-to-back regular low shadow. Punishable on block, but because he has beater, he got away with 2. He got away with murder twice. You can rarely ever say that in this game. First face and 2. All here, that had to be down to the frame. That had to be down to the frame with 1
So close. Either one was going to take it out in that situation, but here comes the Mighty Unjust, picking him up there, leaving him in a standing position, backing off, making him win. Mighty Unjust hitting all the right things, hitting that low, and here comes Abyss. And the Mighty Unjust goes for a very aggressive breakaway. Didn't want to give up the momentum, wanted to just kind of go ham, and he just gave Abyss this corner access to all this combo damage, combo potential. The MightyUnjust decides to wake up down one, getting that momentum on his side, getting that frame advantage, chipping him out. Oh, I just sliced him.
Sliced and a really big hurt box to it, so it's hard to beat it out. And he can bully you just like Unjust was able to in that closing round. And even mix things up with his pressure, projectile pressure as well, because you can delay that thing 20 years after you do it.
Right, 20 years. Not 20 frames, 20 years.
It's legal. It's legal. That delay is legal.
Ducking under some projectiles here, and Abyss kind of changing it up a little bit, goes right for the air, a little risky, and Abyss kind of feeling himself there thanks to that life lead, but that is just what you don't want to see. MightyUnjust getting that momentum here, has Abyss a little closer to the corner, not enough of a trade there, but does get that low little sickle poke. The down four pushes him back, and Abyss gets a little bit of breathing room in between these rounds, able to kind of compose and collect himself, figure out, I got to the grand finals, no problem. I beat the MightyUnjust in the grand finals, no problem. How can I do it one more time? I'm looking down the barrel of a really bad situation. Getting through those projectiles, MightyUnjust just pushing and pushing him closer and closer to the corner. Ducking under every ball, not trying to take any kind of crazy risk.
So knowledgeable as well. Main Noob Saibot himself through the low shadow range, backdash out of it perfectly, and this is the position, but a massive read by Abyss, the micro duck of all of the reads right there, which means that he wasn't reading 1-1, I think that he was reading 3-4 in that situation. Crouching for the 3, getting the punish, he got it through a 1-1, which is an even tighter thread to needle, or needle to thread.
Anyone can enter, you know, open bracket for a lot of things, and even before the pandemic, MightyUnjust going to a lot of offline tournaments as well. You know, pro tour events, local events, MK11, MightyUnjust is at all of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just saw another noob back to armor break. That's 3 on the night, and that's the only 3 I've ever seen in competitive play. That's what Abyss is on tonight. Every other Noob Saibot player in the community is like, wait, his back 2s are hitting armor? No way.
Abyss is taking Noob Saibot to a whole new level. Whole new level here we're seeing. The micro ducks are crazy. They're working out for him, but MightyUnjust does have the ability to kind of adjust here. Go for some mids. You know, obviously a little bit slower here, but it is going to get through that micro duck situation. Pushing him back, trying to throw the box.
That was that forever and a day projectile cancel right there on pressure, and a perfectly spaced back 1. Just caught a trip guard. No combo afterwards. Maybe thought the breakaway was going to come for Abyss right there. Doesn't have any armor break himself. Now we're back to a neutral position. Even on health. And Unjust almost made the elite read. Yeah, that was about to work. Luckily, there was almost no recovery on what Abyss threw out.
No recovery at all. I mean, I was so sure that was going to punish here. Now Abyss does have access to Fatal Blow, but he didn't swing. He didn't believe in it. Oh, this time it's definitely going to happen. Oh,
he missed Fatal Blow.
Not again.
Not like this.
Not again. Not again, Abyss. Okay. You just turned into...
I mean, and it's an insane position to be in, because I, more times than not, will be like, I'm going to save a couple of things for the reset, and it has come back to bite me a lot. So both sides, it can really come back to bite you or not. That is the beauty of fighting games. Every single thing about fighting games is a rock, paper, scissors, and if your opponent's right, your opponent's right.
So now MightyUnjust using Kano, and he's going to have that bionic pole, which is going to give him a lot more access to really messed up setups just like this. The fire DOT is insane. Spacing that out just perfectly there. Not far enough to get that messed up fire setup again, or actually he didn't have the bar to throw that match down on the ground there. Hits that Fatal Blow. Abyss just trying to get some chip damage. Oh, sending a message? Are we sending a message, or we're just bypassing that breakaway timing? I mean, unnecessary to go for that down 2 pressure blow. I mean, any punishment will work. Look, man, I'm just saying. I think that was a little unnecessary.
It's also impossible, like, not to hold the button. When you do
to hit down 2 and not accidentally hold it. Yeah, exactly. I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. It's definitely a very sensitive.
I understand that.
A very sensitive crushing blow hold. Gets the forward throw. I'm actually surprised that this been thrown back into the corner, but maybe he's trying to go for a little bit of throw mix. He wants some breathing room. Big jump-ins from Abyss. MightyUnjust just holding on to block. He does have slight life deficit here, and that's going to be completely gone here. Abyss on tournament match point here. If he wins this round, he wins the tournament and secures all those points for a super high seed. Pop in
end
those
now. Never say never. Max distance absorption from Unjust right there. Using that buy on a
Oh, too close!
away from some massive Noob Saibot damage there. The back positions reverse and through Noob Saibot's normal right there. It didn't become active. That is a 10 frame back one. Really lucky there for Unjust. That's exactly how he lost the previous round, but now it's that Kano pressure. Nice
A lot of damage potential here.
30%, that's some good stuff. No way.
Oh, he got it. He confirmed right into it. And Abyss is definitely going to be taking this. He's going to be doing a lot of damage coming out of 1-1. Wait. Oh, yeah.
Yep, one more.
Oh,
yes. That cost him round number 1. Or sorry, it almost cost him round number 2, right? And I'm glad that we saw Method on the 1-1. So 1-1-3 or 1-1-4 from Noob Saibot. Confirmation into the Fatal. And now he gets to do single Dutch.